Hey everybody, coming at you from our backyard fire pit. And we have behind the camera,
Heyo.
we have Nick. Now, we was going to go out and have a gigantic breakfast out in the woods, but they were predicting like up to 40-mile-an-hour winds today. So that's not a good idea. We are not going to do that. We decided we're relegated to the backyard fire pit, which is okay because it's a little bit more of a controlled environment. So
Yeah, so sorry folks, no forest fires today.
yeah, no forest fires today. But we are going to have coffee, sausage, eggs, and what us Southerners call grits. But the bag says red polenta, but what it is it's red crushed corn. We've never had it. Here, show that to them, Nick.
Yeah. There we go. There's a bit of a glare on it. Look at that.
Yeah.
We're gonna eat that whole bag.
That's right.
Nothing on the back.
We've never had them before. We're going to try them. But the first thing we got to do is we got to set up some coffee here. Now I'm wanting to see, just out of curiosity, for our backpacking adventures, I want to see how far 2 quarts of this canteen goes in this coffee pot. Man, this fire is hot.
I wouldn't know I'm over here.
You're over there freezing. Alright, so 2 quarts is a little over half a pot. We want a little more than that, don't we?
A little bit more.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to go ahead and get this water. We're going to go ahead and get some water boiling too for our grits. I don't know how most people make, well, excuse me, our polenta. Let's see. Put in just a little bit more, right up there to that dirty ring where we always go to.
You got a naturally made line on the inside,
Yeah, on that coffee pot.
or should I say naturally brewed line?
Yeah, pretty much. Right there. Alright, so we got that going on. And then here's our coffee we're going to try today. It is Bailey's Irish cream flavored coffee.
All right.
Because a lot of times, the thing I noticed is a lot of times these flavored coffees, they taste horrendous whenever you make them at home. But sometimes, oh no, everything fell out. Look,
Oh no.
That's what you get for not zipping it up. We got some sausage and we got some eggs. And I'm going to try something that I've never tried before on the sausage. Anyway.
Cooking it right.
Huh?
Cooking it right.
Cooking it right. Hey, I've cooked them right before. I've done some good cooking before. What was I going to say though? Oh, a lot of those flavored coffees are absolutely horrendous when you cook them at home in the pot. But I don't know what it is about these percolators here. Oh God, it's already hot. With a percolator.
Caution, fire hot.
Fire hot. With a percolator, you get more out of the coffee. You know?
Yeah.
So, anyway. Oh, and we need to start preheating our pan too in a minute. Alright. This is how Nick measures his coffee.
Yeah, just pour it.
Yeah, every bit that goes in, that's how Nick likes his coffee. What is it you call that, Nick?
What?
Manly man coffee? Ooh, that's hot already.
I repeat myself. Fire hot.
Fire hot. I gotta get some of this stuff out here. There it is, right there. It's underneath it. Let me drag this over here. I'm gonna have to go get my Nomex gloves. That's something else that I forgot. But I was trying to preheat that water. Man, that fire is hot. Alright, so there we go. Alright, let's put that right over the flame. Right like
Probably doesn't help that it's in the 20s right now.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing too is Well,
Feels
for one
like
thing-
temperature is 22.
Yeah, it is cold, cold. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start preheating this pan here. Now this is a Lodge pan. I keep it like that for whenever we put it in a backpack. And then I keep it like this. Keep it nice and sealed up. Because this is not one of the junky Chinese ones. This is an actual good Lodge. Alright, so I'm going to put this in here, start preheating it. Probably should have put it near the fire to begin with rather than on top of it. They had to hold it above it.
That is a good pan right there.
It is a
Great
good
for
pan.
cooking and great for camp defense.
Look at that, you can say, yeah, boop, Papa Bear. Now I don't want to shock this pan too much. I'm going to fill these bricks here. The bricks are kind of warm. I'm just going to set this pan right here in the front. I'm going to let that warm up. And then we're going to, I think I'm going to go grab my Nomex gloves. And then we're going to let this stuff do its thing.
Dang, I already smell the coffee.
Yeah, it'll be going here in a little while. Oh, I got to go grab my gloves.
Oh, it'll be going fast.
Yeah, it will.
Well, I would say the fire is appropriately hot enough to light some butter up.
We ain't got no butter, Nick. I didn't bring any. I know, go get some, right?
Yeah.
Alright, this right here looks like it is starting to warm up. So we're going to move this over to the side so that y'all can see what we're doing. I'll put it right over here and I'm going to put this in the front. And then we're going to throw some sausage patties on. Now I think what we're going to do is we're going to cook the sausage patties so that we'll get the pan good and greasy, and then we're going to wind up using the grease to cook the eggs in. Alright, does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Normally you cook them in bacon grease.
That sounds like a very healthy breakfast.
Oh yeah, of course. A cholesterol-ridden breakfast. Now, several people asked. They said, y'all didn't do your we want all of them at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do all of them. Anyway, several people said y'all didn't do y'all's goodbye 2023 video. So, I guess this is it. Because we usually have breakfast and catch butter on fire and have a merry old time.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't have much to say about 2023. Other than it was a miserable year. It's just absolutely a miserable year.
No, that was 2022. Last year, for me, I would say it just kind of came and went.
I guess that's fair to say. It just kind of came and went. And
Some people hate it.
Yeah.
Some people won't mind it.
And
Probably not anybody who likes it.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody liked it either. But anyway, there was I don't know. It's just hard to say. It wasn't a great year. You know, food's high, gas is high, crime is out of control. It just wasn't a great year. Nick had a good year at work though.
Oh yeah.
So, the one thing about Nick that other people should strive for is he loves his job. And if you love your job, that is a good thing. That means you are a success.
Yeah. Most important thing about where you work is your coworkers, and I've got the best.
And see, that's good. That's very good. Alright, I think, okay, those sausages are just going to be kind of simmering around there. They ain't putting off much grease. I was hoping they would. Because we need a nice greasy pan for our eggs. Might have to break in and go get some oil. Right,
Or butter.
This is doing. That's pretty warm. Let's dump some grits in it. Where's that at? Oh, there they are. All right, now these were sent to me. Let's see, it says Ramona Farms Heritage Collection, parched heirloom red corn polenta, made from parched heirloom red corn, stone milled whole grist. These were sent to me from my friends in California, Chris and Amanda. So we're gonna give this a try, see how that does. Let's see. Oh, you see a little bit. Did you see that, Nick?
Where?
I saw just a little bit popping up. People is always complaining and preaching to me all the time about the difference between flames and coals. Well, it's bad because flames do one thing and coals does another thing. Flames are good for water and coffee and boiling, and then coals are good for actual cooking food. So, look at that steam coming off of that right there.
Now it bubbles up after I zoom the camera back out.
Yep.
2023 is showing its head again.
That's it. And I looked, and I was going to talk about some of the people that died in 2023 that depressed me. But when I got to looking at the list, there was, oh man, that heat started catching up to my finger. I got grits all over the sauce.
Those are yours.
Oh man. Oh,
Also,
no. Well, anyway.
Now it's doing it.
Anyway, there was a lot of famous people and celebrities and politicians that died in 2023. Really too many to mention. But the one that was the biggest shock to me was there was a guy on the show called Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And if anybody's ever seen that show, he played Captain Holt. His name was Andre Brower, and I couldn't believe he died. I think he was in his 50s. But he was one of those kind of guys that, you know, there's magical characters that just seem to be just, I don't know, it's hard to say. It's just like they're just absolute magic.
I honestly thought you were going to say Matthew Perry.
Oh yeah, that was pretty depressing too. I had forgotten about him.
That was very depressing.
Yeah, that was extremely depressing. He was pretty young too. Let's turn this around that way. So I'm gonna have some grits on there. But if anybody's ever seen the show Brooklyn Nine-Nine, he played Captain Holt. And I was saying there's some characters that are just absolutely incredible throughout time that a lot of people will agree upon are pretty amazing. Like Kramer from Seinfeld, that's just a one of a kind. Of course, the soup Nazi, you know, and then you've got like Homer Simpson, he's his own dog, and then Al Bundy from Married with Children. But Andre Brower did Captain Holt, and Captain Holt was a hilarious character because he acted like a robot. Like one time he did this scene where he was like, my grandmother died. The funeral will be tomorrow. And then they're like, oh, Captain Holt, I'm sorry. Aren't you upset? And he'd be like, yes, I am very upset. And then there was another time that he said something about, he said, I was nominated as Captain of the Year. The ceremony will be next week. And they said, well, aren't you excited? He said, yes, I am very excited. I am ecstatic, can't you tell? But he was like a robot. But I mean, it was just hilarious because of the way he acted. He brought the character to life.
Yeah.
So these grits here, I got to keep stirring them.
And stop dumping them on the sausage.
Yeah, stop dumping them on the sausage.
Watch, next he's going to dump coffee on the sausage.
No, that ain't gonna happen. We ain't gonna waste the coffee. Man, I can't believe see, normally I'm used to cooking over an open fire, but this thing is all bricked in, and so all the heat is coming straight up. It's actually a very efficient way of cooking. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that and keep an eye on that. I hate to, but I'm gonna, there's not a lot of grease coming off this sausage here. So
well, the coffee's definitely brewing.
Yeah, it's definitely brewing. That's good. We're not gonna have. I mean, this ain't like bacon. We're not gonna have grease to cook on. I thought the sausage would be good and greasy, but I guess it ain't. I didn't even look at the package. Yeah, that's brewing away right there. Oh, and we're gonna use these rings for the eggs. I never have used these before. We're gonna try them and see how they do.
If only you'd gotten some of that Swaggerty sausage.
Swaggerty sausage. You should have brought it home from where you work. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, for those of you that don't know, Nick is a meat cutter. He works in the meat department.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. He knows a lot more about meat now than I do, and the different cuts and you know, strips and all this kind of stuff. He knows the things that I really never learned. All I know is just buy it and eat it.
There's still stuff I'm learning.
Yeah, you're still learning every day. I wonder if I need to put just a touch more water in here. I think I do need to. Because there ain't nothing worse than undercooked grits.
Burn
I'm
grits?
gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now before it gets too late. There. Oh, have you kept an eye on how long that coffee has been brewing?
No, but it's getting a little bit of a gold color to it. Goldish brown. I don't think the smoke's gonna. Oh, there we go. Smoke doesn't want to play fair with the camera.
Oh, really? All right, let's turn that around. Oh, one other thing that's cool that I want to show you right here. We got these for Christmas. Look at these. Oh, I better, hold on. I better clip this up.
You already spilled the grits once.
I know, I don't want to do it again. Let's put a clip on here. Oh, and Nick's actually got to work today. Look at these cups here. These are Yeti cups.
Yeah.
I think they're 6 ounce.
After work, it's 22 out. Up to 45-mile-an-hour gusts.
Man, that's
see why we're in the backyard?
Yeah, that's why we're in our backyard doing this. And these cups cool. We're gonna try them out. All right, as soon as that sausage is done, we'll work on the eggs. These grits are getting done. They're all bubbling away. Let me bring them over there so you can take a look at them.
Yeah. Froze to the chair, so I can't get up anymore.
Can you see them?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Red polenta grits. All right, we're gonna put these over here to the side. Just kind of let them simmer. Actually, I wonder if they're done. I wonder if I need to set them up on the brick on the back there. I think this coffee's probably done. Let's move it over here. I can't tell if that stuff's ready or not. I'll set it on that brick. Now I think let's take a look at the sausage here. I think they're done. Oh, and may I suggest?
Not dumping grits on them?
Yeah, don't dump grits. May I suggest? Let's see.
What's your suggestion?
I think they're done.
We will never know what his suggestion is.
Those don't quite look done. Wait a minute. Let's see. Yeah, I'll cut this one in half.
We will continue.
I would suggest to all of those of you that are into prepping and survival, I think I'm gonna cut them all in half. You know.
When are you gonna finish that statement?
Well, I'm thinking. I think everybody should have a backyard fire pit, a cooking pit where they can cook with wood, because that way if the power ever goes out, they'll have a way of preparing food, especially long term.
Or that coffee we all so desperately need.
Yeah, yeah. Not to mention, like my dad always said, he said what you can do is, he said that when that tree falls on your power line and takes out your electricity, he said you can take your chainsaw or your axe or your saw and you can cut that tree up and use it as firewood in your pit. The very thing, I'm not putting it back in the machine. The very thing that took out your electricity can be used to cook your food. Does that look done on the inside to you?
I don't know what y'all think. Never mind, the camera doesn't want to show it.
Kind of hard to tell you, it ain't.
Yeah. Maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
It's the same color as the rest of it.
Oh, you think so?
It's not really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just burning at this point.
Alright, well, what we're going to do is I was going to put it in here. Look, I was going to put them all in here to keep them warm.
Is that warm though?
No, but it's fixing to be when I set it down there in front of the fire.
Okay. The one's on the bottom of yours.
Alright. Well, then I put the ones with the grits on the top.
Oh, thanks.
Alright. Now, there's a little bit of grease in there. Oh, I probably need to go ahead and pour the coffee, don't I? So, let's put this down here with a lid on it.
Today, I think the coffee will.
That's plenty warm right there. Look at that. That's going to stay warm right there.
I think the coffee will cool down pretty quick today.
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm yawning because I haven't had my coffee.
All right, we're gonna try to pour it right there on that thing.
Sure.
All right. Let's see. That's why you need 2 pieces of leather. I'm gonna pour this on there. How's it look new? Look at that.
Ooh. Perfect.
Perfect. That is dark, strong dark. Woo.
Stronger the better.
Yep. All right, we're gonna let that cool. Now those cups, they say that those cups are ceramic lined. Isn't that neat? Smells good. I smell it from here already. All right, so those are little bitty ones there. You need to pour the backups.
Sure. They can go ahead and be cooling off.
Let's see. Where them pieces? There they are. All right, you got a nice flat spot over here.
The stump.
Right here. How's that? You think it'll stay? Look at that.
Probably not.
Well, here's one. How about this? How's this look?
Rotten.
Trying to get a flat spot. Nah, that's a bad idea too. Let's pull a brick over here and put a brick right here. Look at that. Look at that. There we go.
Bingo.
Bingo. Alright, so let's try to pour a little bit extra coffee in there. Because those cups are cool, but I'm not exactly married to the idea. Come on. I'm trying to pour this left-handed. That is a bit better. That way we're guaranteed to have plenty of coffee to drink that'll be just the right temperature. We're pretty close to the fire.
Is that a rooster?
I think it was. Alright, so let's go with that. Let's set that right there. Alright, now we gotta do the eggs. How about that? A dab of oil on here. See, I kind of feel like the eggs are the last thing to cook. Whew. I think the eggs are going to be like the last thing to cook because they take the lowest temperature. All right, so let's try these things here. See how they do. I wonder if there's going to be room for 3. Now these rings here are made by Blackstone and they are silicone. And for those of you that remember, things that are silicone like this and the tip of this, Silicone is good for 500 degrees. Look at that, my breath, Nick. Look. I can still see my breath. Come on now. Ah. Alright, so let's see how this works out. It's probably going to be hilarious. I need to move some of this stuff. This table ain't big enough. Of course, I guess it's better than laying everything on the ground. Oh, I got a piece of shell in there.
That's yours.
Dang it.
Also, it's outside of it.
Well, a lot of good that did. Piece of junk.
It's mostly in there.
Yeah, I guess. I think I got a shell in there too.
Dude.
Man. Look at the way that thing's bubbling. I think this thing's already too hot. Or still too hot. And there are no flames here. It is nothing but coals. Alright. Well, we don't need that no more.
It's already solidified.
Yeah, I know. That ain't good.
It looks like the edge is already done.
Yeah, probably is.
Wow.
Ah, what a bummer. Alright, let's see. Look, I can't even hardly. There it goes. Did it bust?
Yes.
Dang it. Some more Chef Dave's horrendous eggs. I think this thing was too hot. Even though I saved it for last. I don't know. Those two didn't bust.
Yeah, you just broke yours.
Yeah. Alright.
Can't believe how fast those cooked.
I know.
Anyone time that?
No, I think they're done, don't you?
Oh, I'm talking to the viewers.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, I think these are done though.
Look at the time on the video from when we started, when you drop those on, to when they, you know, looked done-ish.
Done-ish.
Oh, that's... Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I ain't eating that, are you?
No, I'm not looking at the pan. Or
Well.
the skillet.
I'll try to do better. I'll try to do better, Nick. You really need, see, it's a thing, this is the only one, this is the only cast iron pan that I'm willing to backpack in. You know, because the others are they're just too big and heavy. You know?
It doesn't weigh 50 pounds.
Yeah. Hey, I meant to ask you, do you have anything to say about 2023?
Oh, I already did.
Oh, okay.
Some hate it, some are neutral towards it. It's just kind of forgettable.
Yeah, it is. Will 2024 be any better? I have no idea.
I believe it will be.
Oh, no!
How did you top what you just did earlier? How did you...
I don't know. I guess I'm going to have 2 eggs.
Lucky the camera wasn't on that.
Oh. And it fell upside. Yeah, that was a waste. Take this out of there. Nick, I'll run and get 2 more eggs. How about that? All right, now let's see right here. Maybe it'll be better cooking 2 at a time. You want to kind of give this a shove a little bit. All right, now where's my thing? Here it is. All right, now let's see. How should I go about doing this? You want to get up under it, and whoop! Look at that. Get up under that, and whoop! There you go.
Are you supposed to flip it over on top of the egg white?
I don't know. I just try to flip it without busting it. You know what? I think I'm gonna run and get 2 more. So that's another good reason to be in the old backyard.
Maybe a bigger spatula.
Well, that's supposed to be. All this stuff is supposed to be the stuff that I use for backpacking.
You can't put a slightly bigger spatula in your pack?
I guess I could. I don't have a slightly bigger one. The one I have is actually gigantic. Look at that. This is going to be good, man. These are going to be good.
Alright, those are mine.
Yum, yum. Think we're ready?
Yeah, probably.
Whoop. Look at that. All right. Whoop. There you go.
With how fast they cook,
All right.
I assume they're ready.
All right. Hey, I'm going to go grab 2 more. Now, as you can see, these eggs are filthy and busted. And those are the ones that the chef gets to eat. And then the cameraman gets the neat eggs. So those are all dirty and got shells in them and pieces of sausage. So now let's see if I can do this again without dropping them. We have here and here. I don't know. I can't believe I did that.
What? The eggs on the plate over there, or the egg on the ground?
The egg on the ground. Well, either one. Well, fried eggs are never easy, really.
Drops the second one.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I think everybody needs a backyard pit like this.
Oh, you know what I just realized is funnier than that?
What?
The leaf in that coffee cup.
Where? Oh, man. And that is mine. What a bummer. All right, we'll let that go for a minute. Oh, I want to show you something else. Well, nah, I'll show you in a minute, okay? In just a minute. I need to start moving some of this junk off here so we can have a place to eat. Let's see. Right here. Man, that thing's dirty. Let's wipe that off. Always have you a napkin handy. I'm an honest believer that cooking over a fire pit is a skill. All right, we're gonna do it again, Nick. You ready? You ready? Woo, there we go. All right, there we go. How's that?
Yeah.
There we go. And see, it's got a little bit of brown on it. It's just what you want. Oh, just out of curiosity, look at that, it's still steaming. Nice and warm. That's what's cool about these pots and pans. Hey, I hope this stuff ain't overcooking. Look at that, steam coming out. At least that lid is trapping that steam in and keeping it from drying out. All right, you ready, Nick? Whoop. There you go. All right, you want 4 eggs or 3?
Yeah, I can do 4.
All right.
Yeah. You're off today.
Yeah, I'm off. I can come out and cook more. All right, so there's Nick's eggs. Let's see. Where's this at? Okay, let's try this. Oh, wait a minute. No, we're going to have the sausage here. All right, aim over here, Nick. I'm going to put your plate right here. Let's see. Load you up with some sausage. Oh,
Yeah.
that smells so good, Nick. Man, that smells good. All right, I gave you every one that doesn't have the grits on them. And then here's the old man's food.
The 2 best parts of any breakfast. Sausage and eggs.
That's right. Now I got a little trick that I'm gonna show you. Now, how many you got over there?
7? Yeah.
All right, I'm leaving. I will go ahead. There you go. All right. Now the cool thing. Let me show you something here real quick. A lot of people will use a stupid little camp. What do you call it? Little camp bowls. But this is a neat little trick that I learned from Morse Kohansky. That he takes like a little tiny, like a egg cooker, and these are great for. He eats oatmeal and porridge and stuff like that out of these. Oh, here it is. because you got a handle to hold on to. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
This is an antique. This is an antique one right here. This is an antique one right here. And then this one's a lot newer. This is a,
The sun has come into view now, finally.
this is a,
So it's casting a glare.
that is a Melissa and Doug, whoever them people are. All right, Nick. That one's yours. And I get to use the old-fashioned one here. All right, we're fixing to try these out. Let's see. Put this down here.
Is there more grits in there?
Yeah, there's more grits in there.
Oh, okay.
I figured I didn't want to overload that so that they'll cool down a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm going to film you trying everything first. How about that?
Sure.
And let's see, we have, where are they? Did we lose them? Nick, I had some backpacking spoons somewhere. Do you see them? Oh, here they are. All right, let's see. There you go. There's one. Here's one. You have Nick on camera now.
Hey.
He had to wear a jacket because he was like several feet away from the fire, more so than I.
When it drops below 30, I finally put a jacket on.
Yeah, because
I have my limits too.
He's used to working in the meat department where it's freezing. All right, well, try something, Nick. I guess the eggs first. Well,
I'm going
whatever.
straight for the sausage.
All right. Is it still hot?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Okay, that's cool.
That was good.
All right, staying by the fire's good.
Mm-hmm. I think I could taste some grits on this. I think I can see it. Yeah, there's some grits on this.
I have dumped so much stuff on everything. I remember years ago I had a brand new K-bar machete, and I remember I dropped pancake flour all over the sheath. Do you remember that? Or was you not there? All right, how's the eggs? Good. Okay,
Good.
that's good. Because we're used to
cook them that fast, I guess.
Huh?
You evidently can cook them that fast.
Yeah, they don't take long.
Like
and
that went.
That was a pretty hot fire.
That was immediate looking.
Yeah. All right, now the moment of truth. Grab you a bite of those.
I didn't break into the yolk yet. I like to.
Okay.
Eat
Eat
it
it whole.
Cut around it, get the egg white off.
All right, grab you
Stick the whole yolk up so it doesn't break.
grab you a little bit of that red polenta. Red. And what polenta is? It's pretty much down south we call it grits. It's red. It's dried crushed corn, but that's from red corn.
Oh.
Is it still really hot?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. You gotta take a tiny bite. Pretty good.
Very good.
Really? All right.
Oh.
That's
it's not
awesome.
sugared or anything, and it's very good on its own.
Ah, see, sometimes we'll put in butter, sometimes we'll put in sugar, into our regular grits. Regular white corn.
No, it's got to cool off.
Oh, okay.
It's got to cool off.
All right, well, let me move the camera so that Chef Dave can try. All right, let's see. Now, somewhere in here, oh, look at that. Right on top, Nick. There's the shell. So let's try a glob of these eggs. I bet it cooled off. Mm-hmm. Them are good. Mm-hmm. All right. Sausage. With a little bit of
This
grits.
yolk right here is kind of consolidating. Oh, no.
Yep. It was.
No, it's not.
Sausage is good.
Oh, I got so close to breaking the yolk there. I don't like breaking the yolk, so waste all the good stuff.
Here's a moment of truth.
That's gonna be hot.
Letting it cool off a little bit.
Oh, I'm letting mine cool off, all right.
That sausage is good. How hot's the coffee? Almost too hot to drink. Oh, wow. Mmm.
Oh,
Man.
broke the yolk.
Yep.
Part of the egg wasn't actually done.
Man, that red polenta, that is a showstopper. Now,
It's got a lot of different flavors in it. So I mean, you can add sugar to it, but
yeah, you can cut up pieces of sausage
Not
and
much.
put in there too. You know what? That's pretty neat right there. Have a bite of
Coffee's
the
great.
polenta. Yeah, I love it. That is so good.
it's a good breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then I broke the egg yolk.
Well, see how hot this is. See how good the cup does. Ooh, it's strong coffee.
Try not to waste more of the yolk.
Oh yeah. Look, now I got to show this again. I am perplexed. This stuff is so delicious. Ramona Farms Heritage Collection, Arizona grown, parched heirloom red corn polenta. Made from parched heirloom red corn. This stuff is delicious. And I've ripped up some pieces of sausage and put them in it. That is just delicious. Now, this wasn't much of a video, I guess, but I mean, me and Nick had fun. There ain't no doubt about that. But he's got to go to work today. So, well, like I say, for 2024, spend time with your family while you can. Cook over a fire. You know, eventually the economy will straighten out and life will be great, you know, but we can only hope for a 2024 to be a whole lot better. You know, and maybe it will be. But eat good, enjoy life, enjoy your family. Anything you want to add, Dick?
It's gonna be a good year.
All right, we'll go.
I just have that feeling that it's gonna be a good year. Yeah.
All right.
Like coming into 2022, I had a feeling that it's going to be a bad year, and oh lordy, it was. It was a really bad year, but
You got to
No.
think positive.
I got a feeling it's going to be a good year. I got a feeling. Got that feeling again.
I'm gonna warm my eggs back up. All right, well, take it easy, enjoy life, and until the next video. What's my closing statement?
Shall see you in the future.
That's it. We shall see you in the next one. That's what's good about having a campfire. Look at that. You can probably stir that.
Yep.
That's good. Is that what you want?
Oh yeah.
Some more of mine stir it up.
Oh yeah. So it's still.
That's what's cool about that.
It's the part that cooled down, so it's solidified.
Yeah. That's why it's good to have that lid on there. Stir it in. See them treetops moving around? See, we're supposed to be kicking up to some 40-mile-an-hour winds today. So I think if we would have made it, if we'd have went to the woods, I don't think we would have made it out in time before the winds really hit. So anyway, and I forgot to say, Chris and Amanda, thank you for the red polenta. It was delicious. And I forgot to say anything about the coffee in the video, but the coffee wasn't that great. So take it easy, enjoy life, and I want y'all to have a very happy 2024. And we shall see you in the next one.